organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, a trial update. We have an update on the Jane Meyer lawsuit. In renovations, some upgrades may be coming to a few university buildings.
We check in at football availability and take a look at a former Hawkeye standout preparing for the NFL draft.
And the warm weather looks like it is here to stay. Find out more in weather.
Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thanks for tuning in to Daily Iowan TV. I'm Nikki Crosswaite. Former UI Senior Associate Athletic Director Jane Meyer is in the process of suing the university for gender and sexual orientation discrimination. Yesterday, Meyer took to the stand where she spoke about her rise in the NCAA. Meyer then talked about the issues that started coming up between her and a current UI athletic director, Gary Barta. She says she talked about her concerns with the firing of multiple female coaches. Meyer will continue her testimony this morning. Check DailyIowan.com and follow the Daily Iowan on Twitter for updates throughout the day. Burge Residence Hall is moving towards renovations. Yesterday, the $7 million renovations were proposed to the Board of Regents Property and Facilities Committee meeting. The renovations would replace students' rooms, lounges, piping, and more. Officials say that the dorms must maintain a level of quality expected by students choosing to live there. The project is set to start in summer 2018 and is supposed to be completed by summer of 2021. For more information on the renovations, check out today's copy of the Daily Iowan. Burge Hall is not the only potential renovation. The College of Nursing could be seeing a renovation on 5 of its floors. The project would update classrooms, common areas, offices, and different workrooms. The renovations would be funded by the College of Nursing through gifts and other earnings. To learn more about this and other potential renovations, head to iowaregents.edu. The Dare to Discover campaign is working to shine a light on university research. Dare to Discover is a month-long campaign all through April displaying how research is going on at the university. This gives multiple professionals on campus to share their research. The campaign is not only important to the researchers, but as well as the students to gain knowledge on how it all takes place. If you would like to learn more about the professionals and their work, go to dare.research.uiowa.edu. Well, it looks like the warm weather is here to stay, and it's definitely spring. Let's toss it over to Alexis Tansey in the weather studio to see what we have to look forward to this week. Alexis?
Thanks, Nikki. Walking to class has not been so bad lately with the warm weather and the sun shining, but unfortunately it does not look like the sun will come out today. Looking outside this morning, there are clouds in the sky and the temperature is 53 degrees. Temperatures will rise to the upper 50s into this afternoon and the evening, and there will be clouds. The sun will come back out tomorrow morning with a high of 42 degrees. Let's take a look at the 6-day extended forecast to see if the sun will shine in the upcoming week. Tomorrow afternoon will be about 60 degrees with partly cloudy skies. On Saturday, skies will remain cloudy and it will be windy with a high in the low 60s. Sunday is looking to be a beautiful day with sun and temperatures in the low 70s. Temperatures will remain about the same for Monday with a high in the upper 60s and clouds. And Tuesday, the high will remain in the upper 60s with mostly cloudy skies. Wrapping up the forecast, there's a 72% chance of rain on Wednesday with a high in the mid-60s. That's all for the weather today. Nikki, back to you.
You can pop, lock, and drop it at your own leisure with a group of many skilled dancers. The UI Breakers is a student and alumni organization that is specializing in many different hip-hop styles. Their main focus is breakdance. They take part in a few events and competitions every year. Daily Iowan's Haley Van Dyke reports.
No tryouts or membership fees needed. These breakdancing hounds will accept anyone and everyone if you're up for the challenge. Their practice schedule consists of 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. in the field house. With only 2 girls and 15 guys, it can be very intimidating, but they do their best to keep up.
So
who are you guys as UI Breakers?
So we are the hip hop organization associated with the University of Iowa. We do local performances at a lot of multicultural events, as well as organizing competitions and events promoting local artists. And we also compete throughout the Midwest and even nationally too. So.
In order to continue being motivated, they live by 5 words. Stay on the heavy grind. gives each member a reminder to hold a positive mindset and keep working towards a goal that motivates them each day. Breakdancing is not easy, and you need the motivation to keep you going. Members are saying how this dance group has really helped build their confidence. I wanted to see what it took to become a UI breaker. And that's the most important question. So, do you guys think you could teach me a move?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes? All right. Here we go. Okay. Viewers, it isn't as easy as they make it seem. Believe me. I'm Haley Van Dyke, Daily Iowan Television.
The Iowa City Farmers Market will no longer be providing plastic bags in an effort to become more sustainable. In order to align with Iowa City's sustainability initiatives, consumers are highly encouraged to bring their own reusable bags or containers from now on. This will be a big step forward in the economy to reduce the city's environmental waste. For the first few farmers markets, free cloth bags will be handed out, and later in the season, they can be purchased for $3 a bag. Yesterday, the University of Iowa hosted one of the most well-known journalists in the world. NBC correspondent Tom Brokaw visited with students and faculty to talk about his career over the past 50 years. Brokaw is donating artifacts to the University of Iowa Library archives from this time as a network reporter and anchor. A few of the items include press passes, photos, and notes from his various stories from across the globe. Bill O'Reilly's 21-year career is now over at Fox News. After recent sexual harassment claims by at least 5 women, O'Reilly was suspended. His extremely popular program on the network had advertisers withdrawing their support, leaving Fox News. Fox News has not yet announced his replacement. Former NFL New England Patriots player Aaron Hernandez was found dead early yesterday morning. Hernandez was sentenced to life in prison for murder in 2015. Officials say that he had hung himself with a bedsheet. He was transported to the hospital where he was declared dead. Hernandez was in a single cell and was reportedly not seen as a risk for suicide. Staying in the world of sports, let's toss it over to Colin Murphy in the sports studio to see what the Hawkeyes are up to. Colin?
Thanks, Nikki. For mid-April, there's actually a lot of football going on, which is kind of unusual. You know, you got the NFL players reporting to voluntary workouts, you got NFL draft coming up, and a lot of spring practice and spring football games. You know, Hawkeye spring football's in full swing. And so we are just a couple days away from the first ever Friday night spring football game, and there are still some unanswered questions going into the summer. Mary-Kate Harrion has more.
Now spring football is officially coming to a close at the end of this week. The team is putting some final touches on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, but offensively, the main question is who is going to come out on top at the quarterback position for next season.
I see them both working very hard. I know both of them put in a lot of extra time, you know, with film and just learning the offense, getting it down. So, you know, I think it'll be good competition, and I think it'll be good for the team, too.
I mean, Tyler has more experience, but Nate's still coming in, the young gun. Both of them are both really good at what they do, and it's tough to tell which one's the top dog, pretty much. A lot of competition there, too, so we'll see.
Now, defensively, the team is made up of mostly veterans, but have had some setbacks during the spring with starting safety Brandon Snyder tearing his ACL.
Obviously, you know that Brandon Snyder is out for the summer. Don't know exactly when it's going to be. It'll be a while before he comes back, but we got to keep moving forward back there with Miles, and I think Jake Javas has done a good job of replacing that, and Amani Hooker is going to be competing with that.
I feel like we're an experienced group, you know, especially up front with us 3 linebackers, and then I think we have 3 or 4 defensive linemen coming back, and guys in the back end. You know, I guess Miles is the only guy that technically really started, but those other guys all have experience back there, so I'd say we're an experienced group.
Now, Iowa football will close out their spring season with the spring game on Friday, April 21st in Kinnick Stadium. Reporting outside the Iowa football facility, this has been Mary-Kate Harrion for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Well, it'll definitely be a very interesting spring game this Friday. You know, there's a quarterback battle going on. And then, like we mentioned last week, Brandon Snyder did tear his ACL, so it'll be interesting to see what Kirk Ferentz and defensive coaches do with that position. The Hawks will definitely miss one former Iowa football player out on the field tomorrow, and as much as Desmond King would love to join his teammates for the season, he's busy preparing for the NFL draft. Katie Sextro sat down with King to see how he's feeling with the big day only 1 week away.
I'm here with Desmond King, former Iowa football player. Thank you so much for joining us for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Obviously, you were pretty successful in high school on the field. What after that really attracted you to come to Iowa?
I would say the family atmosphere here. Once I came down here for an official visit, I got to get used to meeting more coaches and a lot of more players that was on the team, and just creating bonds with those players kind of gave me, I would say, someone that I could like fall back on whenever I need something, or whoever I could talk to, I can trust them. So just coming down here, building those relationships with the players on the team and with the coaches gave me that family environment feeling that this was like home.
Obviously, you could have chosen to go pro last year at this time. What do you think staying an extra year here at Iowa did to prepare you for this next step?
I would say just staying an extra year gave me the opportunity to mature a little bit more, kind of work on things that I need to work on, such as like football techniques and studying habits with football. It really, I would say, helped me a lot throughout this past year, my senior season, and kind of put me on a great path to going into the draft.
What's your mindset right now? Are you feeling pretty confident, nervous, anything?
I would say I'm feeling pretty confident at this point, knowing that wherever I go, wherever I end up, I'm going to make an impact at the team. It's not about where you land in the draft. It's about how you're going to finish your career. So, that's my goal and that's my mindset going into the draft.
So what does training look like from here on out for you?
Pretty much here is just, just working on the small things in your techniques and just, working more on your study habits and watching film. So that way, once you get there and once you get picked by your team and going into the mini camps and into camp and OTAs, that you're going to be ready and a step ahead of everyone else.
Okay, and then my last question, if you could pick any team, whether it be maybe a team that you've always been a fan of, like your dream team to play for, who do you think that would be?
Without a question, it's going to be America's football team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Awesome. That's who I would choose, too. That's awesome. Well, that is all I have for you, Desmond. Thank you so much again for sitting down with us, and good luck with everything in your future.
Thank you again for having me here.
You can watch Katie's full interview with King on the Daily Iowan YouTube page, and make sure to stay with Daily Iowan TVs for our final interviews with former players next week leading up to the NFL Draft on April 27th. Well, the NFL Draft is officially only 1 week away, and it'll be very interesting to see where all the Hawkeyes land. The Bears have an early pick in the second round, and as a fan, I would love to see them draft Desmond King. King may not get drafted as high as he would like, but he will definitely make some noise as a pro. Make sure you tune in tomorrow as we have 2 special one-on-one interviews with a couple standout Hawkeye basketball players. Nikki, back to you.
Graduation is coming up, and to all those graduating next week is Senior Week. There will be events from Monday the 24th until the end of the week. Events include a block party at the President's House, a trivia night, even a wine tasting for those over 21. Tickets are available for $12. This event is giving the class of 2017 the ability to celebrate the end of their college experience with their fellow graduates. That's it for this daily edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check out our live shows every morning at 8:30 a.m. on dailyiowan.com and our Facebook live stream. Also, be sure to pick up today's copy of the Daily Iowan and follow us on Twitter at the Daily Iowan. We will see you right back here tomorrow. I'm Nikki Crossway. Have a great day, Iowa City.